Everyone, let us now go through the protocols of MAC layer one by one. As we have discussed the multiple access protocols, they are basically divided into three categories. One is random access, the other one is control access, and the third one is channelization. Out of which, let us start with the random access protocols. The first one is Aloha. Random access protocol. What does Aloha stands? Aloha is Additive Links Online Hawaii Area. This is the full form of Aloha. Additive Links Online Hawaii Area. Now first let us understand what is this random access. Okay. Random access means if we have a network of many systems, here most of the times we call generally the nodes or the hosts as stations. Okay, when there is a network of stations, when many are transmitting and receiving, that time here no one single station is superior over another station, means not a single station is given or assigned any priority over other station. This is first point. Just the thing is, each station it will simply send the data if it has to send over a single channel, because as you know it is a multiple access method wherein a common channel is shared between many users, that is many computers or the hosts. That time station will send the data depending upon a protocol, that is again we are now discussing about those, and that protocols depending on that, if that condition is met particularly, it will send. So here there is no priority assignment. Okay, so why we call it random access? There are two reasons behind it. One is, as I have told you, there is no priority assigned to any single one station. Then second one is, here the transmission of the data by any of the station, it is very random. It is not scheduled on time, it is not scheduled. Just like in operating system we have studied some scheduling techniques, after this time only it has to send, after this time only it has to move. So like that, there is no scheduling technique here and there is no priorities assigned to the station. That's why it is called random access, and sometimes it is also called contention methods. Random access protocols are also called as contention methods. Now let us move to the first category of the protocol in random access, that is Aloha. Aloha, as I have told you, it stands for Additive Links Online Hawaii Area. So it was being developed in the University of Hawaii. Okay, and it was used for wireless LAN. Aloha, it is divided into two categories. One is called pure Aloha and the other one is called slotted Aloha. Pure Aloha is the original basic version which was developed, and the slotted Aloha was the improvement in this existing Aloha. Okay, now let us discuss about the pure Aloha. It is the most simple technique, simple protocol. Here the idea is very much simple. What will happen is, each station, for example, assume that you have a network of 10 different hosts, 10 different stations are there and they are sharing the data to transmission. Then each station, it will send the data or the frame whenever it has a frame to send. Okay, there is no time allotted to it, there is no priority assigned to any station. If it has a data to send, it will simply send. And since one single channel is shared between them, we will just look at few possibilities, because when many are sending at the same time, it may happen that collisions occur between the data. So we will just study that scenario here. This is one example wherein 4 different stations are there, 4 different nodes are there in a network. They are sharing the common channel. If you just see, each station, it has 2 frames. Okay, station 1 is sending at first. See, no other stations are sending. But if you see here, after this, all 4 station has a frame to send. So all will, not all, station 3 will start. But after that, station 2 has a frame to send. After that, station 1 and 4 has a data to send. So probably during this time, the collision occur between the frames. Then after this, again, station 2 has a data to send, and still it is not being completed. Completely it is not transmitted. So station 4 is standing because it has a data to send. So here also the collision possibility is there, and here at this time duration station 3 is sending. So how many frames are available? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of 8 frames, only 2 frames successfully without any interruption they will be transmitted. However, 6 frames they come under collision time. Okay, this is the scenario. So the pure Aloha, how this protocol works is, it mainly depends on the acknowledgements from the receiver. That is, acknowledgements means the answer from the receiver side. So whenever a station will send a frame, what it will do is, it will expect from the receiver that it has to reply to that particular frame that yes, I have received this frame from you. Upon receiving this acknowledgement, it will make sure that yes, my frame has been delivered. Now, if acknowledgement is not received after some time, that is called timeout period. Within that period, if the acknowledgement is not received, then the station will assume that my frame is not received properly, or it has been destroyed or modified. Hence, something has to be done. So the station will resend the frame. That's it. Okay, it will depend on the acknowledgements from the receiver side. When the station sends the frame, it will wait for some amount of time, that is timeout period, for that acknowledgement. If it receives the acknowledgement, well and good. If it doesn't receive any acknowledgement, then it will resend the frame. Now, again there is one more possibility. Assume that 4 stations are there, all 4 are sending at the same time. So obviously here there is a collision. So receiver will not send any acknowledgement to any station. Hence what will happen? Every station will again, after some time, again they will send at the same time. Again the same scenario happens. So again the collision will happen. So even after waiting for some time and acknowledgement is not received, it may happen that all stations again send at the same time. So in order to avoid that, what this pure Aloha does is, when acknowledgement is not received by the stations will not immediately send the frame. Each station will wait for some random amount of time before resending it. Okay, assume that all 4 are sending at the same time, first time. So collisions occur, no acknowledgement is received, so obviously no frame is successfully delivered. So all 4 stations, they will not immediately resend the frames. They will wait for some amount of time, and that amount of time may differ for each station. So with that waiting period, so the collisions duration gets reduced, and this random amount of time where the stations are waiting, we call that as back off time, TB. Okay, it is the time for randomly each station is waiting for a retransmission. Now assume that you are in a class, all students are there in the class, and faculty is having some discussion with them about some topic. That time, this scenario we can apply. If all the students talk at the same time, faculty will not be able to hear anything. will not be able to understand anything. For example, if first bench 3 students, if they talk all together, 2 students, say 4 students are there in the first bench, they all 4 talk at the same time, the faculty will not understand what they are speaking. So after that, what will happen? They will wait that they will complete their talk, and they will wait for some time. And out of 4 students, again all 4 students will wait for some different amounts of time. First student will wait for say 2 minutes, then speak. Then second student will wait for 3 minutes and then speak. Third student 5 minutes and then speak. So this random amount of time for which they are waiting, it is called the back of time. Now, for example, now take one more case, one more possibility is there. When these stations, they are transmitting their frames after waiting for some random amount of time, and if there is a possibility that again some collisions occur even after doing this, okay, so like that retransmission number of attempts for retransmissions, this increases. Once it reaches certain maximum value, say k max, what a station must do? It will just stop sending it, it has to give up, and then it will try after some time, some more other time. Okay? This is how the Aloha strategy works. Now we will just see the flow chart of this Aloha, pure Aloha method. The here one more term will come. We will just go through that term because it is important in the flow chart. It is called TP. Okay, TP is the timeout period, that is what the amount of time for which the station is waiting. The timeout period, it is equal to maximum possible round trip propagation delay. What is this? Propagation delay. TP means propagation time. For example, at point 0, at 0 seconds, if a station is sending the data or the frame, here assume at 0 seconds it is sending the data, and say at 10 seconds it is reaching the receiver, then the duration, this propagation time, we call it as TP. Okay, so this timeout period, the waiting period of a station is 2 times this TP. Means if a station sends a frame at 0 second, it will reach at 10 seconds, but it will wait for 20 seconds. Timeout period is 20 seconds. It will wait after till this, it will wait, and it will wait for the acknowledgement. If the acknowledgement is not received, again it will wait for some random amount of time, and then again go for retransmission. Okay, so we have got two times. One is back of time TB, one more is propagation time TP. Okay, these two are the time terms. And one more term, number of retransmission attempts, Kmax. Okay. Let us now go through the flow chart of the pure Aloha.